All right, Dave, thanks. New at 10. What started as a death investigation in July is now a homicide case in Byram.
Well, tonight, police reveal new details about the death of William Boland.
3 News Time's Chris Fields joins us with the very latest. Tell us what you know, Chris.
Well, Howard, Maggie, investigators still have more questions than answers in this case, but Byram police shared some key details with us today. Now, here's what we know so far. In July, someone found William Boland's remains at an extended stay hotel off I-55 Frontage Road. Byram police then launched a death investigation. Now, the state medical examiner determined Boland died from blunt force trauma. His death is now ruled a homicide. According to Lieutenant Maurice Kendrick with Byram PD, officers executed several search warrants Tuesday at Piney Woods campus. We've learned that Boland was the school's chief operating officer. Police haven't explained why they searched the school or its possible connection to this case. Now, we reached out to Piney Woods school leaders today for a comment, but we have yet to hear back. I'm Chris Fields, 3 on your side.